Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Melissa and this is a tarot reading for Scorpio. And I've already shuffled the cards and laid them out. So at the center of the reading you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups talks about listening to your intuition, being guided, moving forward, and just going within and keeping your thoughts secret. And with the Three of Pentacles, this is talking about reevaluation. I feel like you're going over everything. You're thinking about the past, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about everything that's going on right now, and you're just evaluating and weighing your options. You're thinking about a new beginning and you'd like to have a more fruitful life and feel more grounded and start to put your energy into things that are going to ultimately serve you. You've been blocking yourself off because this situation has just been draining you, and you're readying yourself for a new beginning, and you don't want to be distracted and you don't want to keep going over the same thing over and over. I believe this is to do with a relationship that someone was unfaithful. This is a fire card sign, and so fire is to do with, they're associated with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and they're very passionate and they have a lot of drive, and they're very sexually energized. And out of all the zodiac signs, I feel like they're the most difficult to commit. Like they want everything to be very they want their partner to be a very particular way, and they don't commit easily. And so then there's another energy, and this is air energy, and it's associated with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And these individuals are more analytical. They're very much about the mind, and they can be very aloof. They hold back in what they want to say. They tend to really internalize all their thoughts, and sometimes like they do it too much, and then eventually it kind of just like comes out rather quickly and unexpectedly, and it's not as well, like if they would kind of move through it and slowly but surely like open up and express themselves little by little, it would be more productive. But instead they internalize, and then they leave you wondering like what's going on, and then it just creates further confusion and tension within the relationship. And this is talking about withholding things and not readily sharing what's going on. And so like I feel like this is to do with someone who is interested in someone else, whether they've already acted on these feelings, or if they're thinking about it, or they're kind of like in between, like maybe just slightly unfaithful, maybe like on an emotional level. So I pulled some of cards from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and these cards are talking about old desires and changing your strategy. So like I said, with the Three of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, it's like old desires and just going over everything that happened before, and reevaluating and changing your strategy. Like, what do you want to do? And then the other card was talking about couples. So like the enemies with the couple are within and without. So I feel like you guys are both sabotaging this relationship because you're both going within, and I think someone's being stubborn, and like I said, they're not expressing themselves, and they're not being forthcoming. That's definitely a word you want to pay attention to. Forthcoming, that's the word. And so it's creating the blockage, it's creating the resistance, and then there's also someone on the outside who's kind of poking their head in and trying to make themselves known, like showing interest in one of you, and it's influencing the connection. So this is talking about, this can be very sexually driven. It's very passionate. It's about the creativity. It's about the initial idea and taking it and bringing it to life. It speaks of transformation and, spring's on the way. So I feel like with a lot of people right now, we're in the in-between stage, and we're transitioning into the next phase, and spring spring is on the way, hippity hoppity. And then we have the sun card. So this is about having illumination, being everything coming to light, and returning to the simplicity of innocence, and having fun, and feeling joy and happiness, and feeling bright and energized again, like having more energy. Like a child is just very they can just go, and it's because they're not bothered by the burdens of the adult mentality. They're just living in their creativity and in their imagination, and living in the moment. But with adults, we get caught up in on these head games and these power struggles, and we're trying to get people to do things, and we're trying to have authority over one another. And what we should be doing is focusing on creating a healthier mindset, and using our time and energy and putting it to something that's actually going to develop. So you're being guided to move forward and listen to your intuition, and just leave all this emotional baggage behind, and just move forward, move towards clear waters, and put an end to this in and out behavior. This it's just going back and forth and back and forth, and I love you, and I hate you, and I want to be with you, and I don't want to be with you. And then one person's confused, and the other person's sure of it, and then the person that's confused is like, I know what I want, and then the other person's like, I don't know what I want. So it's like, listen to your intuition. Like, what is your inner self telling you to do? Is your inner self saying like, okay, it's time to just leave this behind and move forward and embrace new opportunities? Or you can just stay in this it's like emotionally tormenting you, and it's causing you to be very unbalanced. It's causing you to want to drink, and it's affecting your emotional well-being. So I'm just going to ask for a final card. Yeah, it's emotional manipulation. Yeah. So both of you are very emotional right now. You're unbalanced. You're playing games. You're drinking too much. You're manipulating each other. Having two water signs unbalanced, it doesn't make for a very good combination. So my suggestion would be is just gathering everything, sitting down, reevaluating, figuring out what you want, and then just looking forward. Leave the past behind. I know that's very difficult. I know it's hard to let go. It's even more challenging when you're unbalanced and you just keep ruminating, and it's, you know, you think about what it could be, and you have all these imaginations, but that's not where it's at right now. And the only thing you can do in situations like this is just like accept it for what it is, and then just keep moving forward. And you know, like, yeah, there's going to be thoughts of the past, and you're going to be triggered, but the more you practice being centered, and you stand by what it is you want, and you don't shift, and you just say, you know what, I choose to be in the light, I choose to be in the happiness and the joy, and to be back into the innocence of myself, and be excited about life and all the creation that I can bring to my world. You know, what can I create? And that's awesome, because when you start to put your focus on to creating, then you're able to put less energy into your mentality, you know, those unbalanced mindsets. So that's what my suggestion would be, and I hope you found this reading helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, or share. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, you can find my information in the description box. Thank you.